Greetings, I'm joining this broadcast. So this is going to be Enki, Anunnaki, get a point of view of December 21st. So that's one thing some people care about. So, but I think an Anunnaki perspective of it from Enki's point of view should be kind of interesting, or not. I think so. But they'll have some kind of bearing to it. A little bit stronger connection than father. I think dad came in yesterday. Yeah, it was the dad. I'm pretty sure I can't keep track of all these people. Then I'm going to Sirius, Black Panther channeling. So eventually I'm going to go through all the cats. So, so Black Panther should be interesting, not the movie. The actual Black Panther. So, all right. Before we get started, here I think I'm all set up. I think, yeah. Avatar.com. We have private sessions. The shop here. I'm going on. What was it? The 9th. That's Wednesday, but I won't be able to answer that till Thursday or Friday. Same situation here. Sign up for webinar. We have the webinar this Saturday also. Social network, Rabbit, and behind the scenes uploads. So I try to upload there as much. It's only so much time I have or energy to do all these things. So and go to work. That's hanging by a string right now. So. All right, we're going to Enki. So blessings. I'm not sure if there's anything else out there. I can't think of anything. Okay, blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. This is Enki. Blessings. There is a ninth star. Of course, this might not make a whole lot of sense, but there are star regions that you are receiving information from to keep your Earth the way it is today, while keeping it alive. There are many star patterns are assisting you. As you know, you call them star beings, but actually the star itself, the consciousness of it, is assisting you on different levels. As even a star or a sun can actually combine with the Earth's energy. You might not see it, but some of you might feel it, especially going to a higher dimension. As you go into other realities, as to how you can shift realities so easily. Is because there are different stars connected to your world, and all of you are connected differently. So some of you can connect to Venus very quickly because our planet's connected here, but also Alpha Centauri and other places. It depends on your signature, what you're connected to. You bring that knowledge here, and you bring that connection here from other places, which is also keeping this place alive. As there one time, yes, where this Earth could have just easily collapsed on itself. December 21st is, the time of redemption. It is basically remembering your forefathers, your history. Reconnecting what has been forgotten. Taking it more seriously. Knowing your birthright. That is what this is all about, really. It's the ancient, or the Amazon river, to reactivate those energies of what is hidden there at this time. The Sahara Desert also, what is hidden in that place? As there's a great deal, well, of course, in your oceans too, but your deserts carry so much knowledge. It's another reason why your governments find the desert There's more reasons why they pick those places. Well, there's already alien bases there before any government bases are put there. Which is also goes into the rumors true. I'm not sure if this is ever mentioned here, but yes, their secret space program has been here forever. And people have been going to space, humans, 1700s, 1600s, have been going to other worlds for a very long time. This is not something that just happened recently. I mean, your current government and history have allowed it to be known, but other, India has been doing it. Of course, you don't hear about that very often, but obviously it's not for all of your people, of course. It's only for a small group. So it just, humans are coming out of their comfort zone, getting to know more about your Earth's history. Is that, it's going to be definitely different to what you're experiencing today. Your 21st, is an activation number. Not that we see a whole lot happening on that day in particular, but it's kind of like a good luck charm. Almost as like flipping a quarter and landing on heads, you could say. Or not everybody has that on their country, but it is showing a new energy is entering the Earth. There's been many energies entering the Earth, but it's going to be a shift to different planets. As you know, your Jupiter energy, you're shifting more into your Jupiter vibrations. As Jupiter has a lot of knowledge about your planet that has been made known for some time. As even they are here at this time. Well, they're not fully understood, but their energies are Jupiter beings are very connected to medical. They're actually known to part of the structures of your chakras. Basically, they can either easily align them, easily activate you, turn you on just in seconds. Of course, alien beings can do that too, but a Jupiter being can do it into a way where you can turn a person to an Einstein instantly. Not that they need to be one, when your mind is actually connected to the cosmos, even more than we can handle it today. So yes, there's a misunderstanding of your planet, of what it is. Yes, the version of Earth is not that you're living. Yes, it's someone's version, but not your version, not the true version. It's like a lot of your cabal energies are losing their steam. They're not fully, whether they're allowing humans to take more control over their Earth. You can see that they're losing, they're afraid, they're this, they're that, they're hiding under the rug. But in truth, it's more like they're just allowing, they're allowing more humans to take back your planet, basically. I mean, I know that sounds exciting to say the elite are scared and hiding, and there are some that are, but that does not say that all of them are. As it just sounds, it's in another Earth drama. There's not enough on television, so you have to create this Earth drama like the elites are afraid, but we don't think the elites are afraid at all. As far as we know, they are not. For the most part. But that's for you to tune into that for your own truth. So, and that's another part of the adolescence of the human, thinking that they're impossible. Why would they be afraid? What would you still have a long way to go into well, you're going to take back your planet. You kind of have to act the part. Instead of thinking your elites are afraid, maybe you're thinking that the humans are so afraid, which is true. Yeah, I think they're taking back their power. I mean, it sounds nice. I mean, it has that nice flavor. But it's not really completely true. There's more sides to it than that, as there are sides to everything else. As yes, Egypt energies are activating more recently. Doesn't mean there's going to be anomalies. Egypt is, of course, a place for alien contact also, when the time comes. Your Washington, D.C., and in front of your White House is one, but another one is the pyramids, of course, and also feline beings. Now, humans are also doing this The grays are going to be the first ones. The yellow are going to be the first ones. Nobody really has a full idea of who, and does it really matter? It doesn't. And that's another human, perception. First, the elites are scared, and second off, only these type of or beings are going to, like the yellow, are going to be make contact. Nothing's really clear at this point. Humans still have a long ways to go for that connection to be made. You are making that connection, but still, the maturity levels for it to align with your planet, because you're aligning with other different beings, as you know, and many of you do feel that energy, I believe. Now, I feel like that doesn't mean that doesn't mean like ships are going to land tomorrow. Well, but you can feel them working behind the scenes to an extent, if you truly need to know it. It's not that important. Even the alien beings aren't that. I mean, they're interested, but it's not like the main thing that they think about all day. But they are assisting for the awakening, of course. The other reason why disclosure is being mentioned here a lot, often, is because you are coming closer to it. It's kind of like you keep saying something, people will start to believe it and allow it to occur in their own reality. I mean, they can actually allow it to occur instead of just saying it and just going off and doing other things, where they take it more seriously. But not exactly the disclosure you're looking for exactly. Well, it's going to come in different forms. It's basically as you evolve, you feel them closer around you. Where literally, now there'll be a positive connection. It won't be like, oh no, someone's behind me. No. I think you have enough of that already. It'd be more of like you're talking to nobody, but you know they're there. So some of you are having dreams of disclosure. Now, why a ship would, now you have a disclosure where like a ship just flies away and you pull back. The reason why you pull back, not necessarily that you're scared, it's not time for it to happen just yet. That's all. It has nothing to do with it. It's just that the world, you see the state of the world. You don't see a landing pad being built anywhere for, your star friends to visit you, for dinner or something like that. And I'm not quite reached that point. We do see a lot of the drama of your Earth slowly, finally calming itself down. It has some time, but you are in that era, because humans, those in the physical, they find something to worry about. They find something to keep themselves in a bubble, a third dimensional physical bubble. And many of you are looking outside of that, looking to the stars. What planet have I come from? Can I go to my planet now? Do I still have to stay here? I'm a member of other planets. I know I am. And that's very hard. It's like living in another country where you can't travel. It's the same thing. Well, even worse, that your human race doesn't even acknowledge even exists. Those other worlds don't even exist. It's even worse. It's like saying China or Canada doesn't exist. It's like, that's even worse. It's like, I know I'm members of these other places, but nobody seems to remember them. So, well, open up your third eyes and you'll see it. So also we do see galactic, terms being more used, meaning humans are embracing more of their galactic selves. Not that you're walking around like some star person. Well, some might. Some hippie star person just, talking to nobody, having a good old time. Actually, that's possibly a reality. Instead of listening to headphones, you're just talking to your star friends, basically. We see, so there's different various connections. But yes, in the next 10 years, I feel more humans and alien need to combine their energies. um, as many of you are just lighting that fire for disclosure, that fire will get heavier and stronger. It has to be a slow process because you have no choice. Your human race here is terrified. And yes, they are. As much as many feel like they're not, but you're putting your energies in front of the rest of the human race. The human race is terrified. Trust me, they are. They see how they're acting right now, especially over a political election. How they're going to handle alien beings coming down, even when they show they only have 4 fingers. Usually those are the grays, but either way. So you're just a whole nother phase your Earth is going to go into. And many of you, so many of you that are in the awakening channeling ability, you eventually see channeling is not that big of a deal either. Some of you already see that way, but become more prominent across your planet as you're basically shifting from physical to non-physical, and that will continue to increase throughout the years, little by little, of course. But the aliens feel that. They feel their struggle. Of course, they feel all of it. They feel exactly what humans. There's starved people here that you're connecting to your alien beings of choice. They can feel that energy, what you're going through. But also, and eventually you'll feel their frustration too, especially when they deal with other galactic beings that are not exactly the kindness. There's a lot of betrayals with alien energies in your galactic world. There is a lot of wars going on currently too. Maybe not the war that like World War II, nothing like that. But there is a lot of disagreements. There is also, yes, an archon web around the planet. I believe some of you have some awareness of it. That is connected to your pharmaceutical companies. Archons are known to do a lot of their own DNA shifting changes, which, when you can turn a human into a cat person, a lot of the archon abilities is where shape-shifting ability even comes from. Archon DNA. Now, it can be very, sometimes it can be where you can't handle it. It was like a drug. Like you can shapeshift, but you feel like you're on a drug. But it's also been tainted where it's been kind of calmed down. So DNA is like drugs, basically. But it's part of you, though. Instead of taking vitamins, you are the vitamin. Once you add that alien DNA to you, whatever it might be, Warian, Syrian, whatever it might be, is a part of you, and you feel that Syrian reality. You feel what they're going through. You feel what the Pleiadians are going through. You feel what the Arcturians are going through. All this DNA is flowing through. You might not hear it, you might not see it, but a lot of what's happening, mishaps on the troubles on this world, yes, is you're going through the problems of other planets. You're bringing all the problems of other planets. You brought it here through your own DNA. So when they see humans acting the way they do, they can trace it back to other planets where you have humans that are very obedient to the controllers of the planet. So some of you will start to see, oh, that's a Syrian manipulation on whatever planet that needs to be said. Name it. Names aren't that important in worlds at this time. You're still trying to lock yourself from confinement, where yes, you can have alien beings connect to you easily, and you will do so in due time. Now, it's going to happen in your lifetime or not, everyone's different, but we do feel the alien footprint is going to get stronger here, and stronger and stronger where the Earth shifts. So, yeah, as you're connecting more to alien vibrations, a higher dimension, you're not going to all the drama of the Earth. You don't care about the election. You don't care about even the virus. Who cares? You're allowing yourself to evolve you're looking at different things. So the Earth feels like the aliens feel that too. And that gets you closer to alien contact. It doesn't mean you have to be obsessed with the alien energies. It's just that you want to go to your highest, potential, of course. So, blessings. Greetings. Yeah, the Panthers from Sirius. You see, you have a lot of our problems on your planet. There's a lot of positivity here, but it's kind of tainted by drama. Yeah, Syrian families that are here are on Syrian worlds. So, no, this isn't all planets on Sirius. So Sirius is going through Syrian worlds have had a lot of invasions from different beings. Some are Orion, some Anunnaki. I believe Anunnaki just spoke here. Or worlds of control. Where families hate each other. Well, that's where you hit society. You turn the family against each other. We have a Palladian world where everybody loves each other and keep adding families to each other, just combine family after family. And Syrian worlds are like that too. But on a Syrian world, and Palladian worlds have been through this too, but we're talking about Sirius right now. Where like a certain manipulation can work on one world, they go as far as they can, and then they go to another planet. They kind of push the bar as far as they can. Well, basically, where beings can control society. How can you get society to think like the beings that are controlling the world? Think like that. And eventually, it found its way to your planet. So your elite are learning how to control worlds. So you're actually showing them. Well, many of you are going against them at this time, which teaches them even more. That doesn't mean that they're going to win this war. No. Well, they are. Some of them are willing to allow it to come through. I wouldn't call it give up, but they'd like you to figure out how they do things here. Now, you can do it on a spiritual level because you don't necessarily have to do it on a physical level, but it happens gradually. Meaning that they do test you, but you just survive each test. You don't have to keep looking out for them or anything like that. I believe you just do it naturally. Just be yourself, basically. I know that sounds unexciting. Many of you want to be a galactic warrior or go to other planets, a peaceful planet, travel the universe, and that's great and everything. But you're on a prison world that needs you more than those other places at this time. That's why you got chosen to be here. Many of you got chosen here. I know that's very tough. Digest that. Some of you are wondering why you don't have the love of your life, why you don't have the job you want, and you're just like, what am I doing here? Well, you're here to fight the war. It's not your average war. You can fight it in your own living room. Usually it has to do with the mind, because they go into the mind. It's a mind game, as you know. So it's just, and many of you are breaking the controls in the mind, but it goes everywhere. It's very advanced here. It's not just Archon being simple. But basically, if your elites have been warning how to control planets. And this one just made it. Now, there's different elite factions. There's all kinds of different elites. It's not just one, two, three, there's several of them. There's human, as you know, there's human, there's galactic, and so on. They're all layered on top of each other, you can say. They're not, well, it's just their manipulations are everywhere. Coke and Pepsi, different companies. So everything has like an elitist energy. They're all a separate elite, but they all kind of combine, kind of work. They all need each other to survive here. So, like your entertainment companies, they're all like separate entities all together, but they all work together. They're separate, but they work together. So as a Panther being, we are normally independent. Our tribes are usually very small. Yes, we do pay attention to this planet, but we don't really, we have our presence here to, why the animals are here is for you to remember your past. Remember having a conversation with a Panther being, but it was in humanoid form. Black Panther is another kind of a little hint, like in your fiction, a little bit of a hint that maybe your cat people are humanoid, some of them. So that's why you have your animals here. Well, this is a human experience. This is not a humanoid feline experience or slash human experience where you and humans. Now, there are worlds like that where you have humanoid humans like you and humanoid felines or reptilians and on and on. So you're going into awareness of that. Basically, you're preparing for a humanoid being to come here eventually. And yes, there's a major presence here. That's why we're kind of out of focus at this time. It's just more curiosity here. Well, like a Black Panther, beings are not really called to talk to your society very often. But once again, our clans, our groups are usually very small. But we are, yes, we're mostly, yes, around nature. We're not usually around the cities. We don't really care much for the city life. The lions are more like your royalty race, your tigers or your bandits. They do whatever they feel like. Normally they're kind, but they usually have an attitude problem. That's why the lion is usually seen as king of the jungle, because they don't bring their issues to the table. They're usually calm. Tigers are like, it's all about me. Well, they're protectors. It's just the way they're designed. A panther race is more of an observer race. We stay in the shadows, but we do bring information every once in a while. We appear. It's like, usually a lot of alien beings only here to see us. Normally. Like, on an alien perspective. I mean, there are panther worlds where we're everywhere. But when you have a world like this, a panther alien being, when we do appear and say, have something to say, other alien beings, Palladians, Sirius, listen. Because we're usually not there very long. We appear, we talk, we leave. We're also very connected to the elephants. Elephants are all beings here are protectors. The elephant beings are, yes, just from other universes. They're such an ancient race. And they've battled, yes, gorilla beings. They've had a dislike for humans. They've had enslaved humans, a planet of the elephants, you can say. So the elephants have evolved, not similar, but they've evolved along with the ape people. They're not exactly on the same line, but they've kind of grown up together. Maybe not close together, but as they both evolved at the same time, around the same time at least. So for us, a panther race, once again, we're observers. Anunnaki, we're not too much of a fan of them. Well, because Anunnaki is known to come to worlds, manipulate the society, and then leave. The DNA, take DNA, add DNA, and leave. But when they did that, they change everything. Here's a money system. Here's a mental manipulation, and have a nice day. Some stay to observe, see where it goes. Slight little manipulation there. Your world has hundreds of manipulations, as you can see. Well, yes, the mind has been hijacked. Your elites are very careful of their own minds. Their minds are weak, and they know that, so they take advantage of your world. So they have all their borders up to protect themselves. Their back, they just protect, but still. Now, I see the elite on your planet, the human trafficking energy. That is a weakness within the elite, the psychotic version of it. Not all of the elite are like this, but the psychotic ones that completely lost their minds. Some are feline, some are human, some are Anunnaki. There's a little bit of some are Orion. You had a lot of psychotic alien beings here in your past. that took advantage of the human spirit, used it for a lot of the early trafficking has a lot to do with just alien beings eating humans at one time. Some of them were reptilians. But also they showed that removing humans from their clans lowered the Earth's vibration. So they kept doing it. Doesn't mean they ate them, but they just used them for their slaves on other planets. Eventually you'll understand. So human trafficking, we don't see that opening up too soon, but we see more knowledge about it coming out. Your underground bases, there's going to be leaks about your underground bases, but we don't see anybody going down there publicly. Now, there will be a time where going down those underground bases become, just like you go visit Rome, the ruins of Rome, eventually you'll visit the underground bases. We don't have a time frame for that, though. Well, as humans become less connected to chaos, always drama, chaos, and go more galactic thinking, that's when your underground bases become more known. Not that's going to happen overnight, but as you open up your psychic abilities, as you have many of you working together, and just like little spiritual detectives, as many of you are now, doesn't mean you have to do it every day. That's when your underground bases start to evolve. Even on Google Earth, you might see, and I think people have already seen doorways to your underground bases on Google Earth. I believe more of it's in Antarctica at this time. Not that they're not really that well known, but there is doors there. Let's put it that way. Antarctica is a doorway to the underground base. Obviously, the underground bases. I remember Antarctica is like the gold standard. I understand that some people feel like that's impossible, but you're talking about alien beings from a different dimension. Anything's possible. Maybe not in your dimension, but there's multi-dimensions where you can just, in a second, be in another dimension, just like that. And just like that, it can be another version of Earth also. That's all fucked up right now. Just, you think your version's messed up. There's always a version that is in more chaos. So, yeah, your awakening, it bleeds into your media, your fiction. There's other versions of Earth that really need some help. And many of you come from those places, of course. And that's why you're here, to unlock this planet so you can help other versions of Earth. Of course, there's infinite Earth, so that's a long evolution. But to take this planet to awaken it, at least give humans some humanity back, because right now I believe many have had their humanity pulled away from them. Call it a job, call it the monetary system, which is I want to say it's unfair. A lot of these beings are not playing fair. Humans have been sold out on other humans. They sell their own humans out. That's from the alien presence, of course. Well, they kind of started it. They did. They lit that fire and humans bought into it. Rockefellers, etc. Sold themselves out, and all the things that they have to do right now to themselves. Oh, jeez. Is it even worth it? I mean, they sold themselves out, so is it even worth it at all? No. I mean, I know some of you are like, wow, it's nice to have riches and all that. Yes, but when you really look into it on a spiritual level, it's like, do you even have a soul left? Is your soul even yours anymore? Is it someone else's? Yes. Even these billionaires that are here, a lot of them sold, not all of them, but quite a few of them sold themselves out to somebody else. It's like you have to go to your job, but at least your soul's not sold out. You might not like your job, but you didn't sell yourself out. Many of these wealthy, they make it look so nice on the outside. But in truth, they're working for someone else. And it's not so pretty. But they know that. It's part of what you're here to awaken to. That's part of your awakening, dissecting your reality, truly seeing, allowing the astral to give you more truths. So, I know the grass is greener in some places. Well, we say it makes it look that way. But once you get there, maybe it's not what it's cracked out to be. A double-edged sword, yes. Basically, some of these billionaires, I guess you can say Bill Gates, where his soul isn't his anymore. Yeah, you're Biden. Well, he was gone a long time ago. But Bill Gates is a good example of that, of just gone. Just like he's half there, there's a part of him there, but it's not. So beings can do whatever they want with him. When you say, I want to be rich, I want to do this. Sure, no problem. I'll be your sex slave forever. Gosh. Yuck. I mean, at least they don't have to worry about money. But is it really worth it? Yeah, there's other layers of reality are going to go into. Like, yeah, these billionaires, what did they really sacrifice? What did they really do here? Did they really solve the human race? Yes, some of them did. Yeah, I'm not going to say all of them, but quite a few of them did. Which made things even more complicated here. So you're here to evolve and shift. You're here to break free of all these controls. It just little by little. Yes, it's painful, but it was slow to create this control grid. It's slow to release it. As the felines are having cocktails, be watching your world from a distance. We're not about to get involved too much. Yes, we assist, but there's no way we're going to get ourselves pulled into this place too much. But yes, we have our ground crew here, of course. Well, basically, the idea is for you to, where humans will look at your animal world and visualize them, a humanoid elephant being, humanoid felines, because that's where you're heading. I mean, you'll still have your animal beings here, but you'll have counterparts. So teach you more about the earth and how much has been forgotten. Blessings.